first ball game, and we is maybe a little more depth than the fine ball club that we had last year, but still a few question marks and kinks to work out. We'll be back this season in a moment on FM 99. Back with you live at Waverly-Shell High School Gymnasium. Bob Foster, as the starting lineups are being introduced to the fans that are here in attendance tonight. We'll share them with you also on FM 99, KWAY FM in Waverly. Starting lineup for the Waverly-Shell hometown Go Hawks. Bud Bergman pretty much fleshed it out, but we'll repeat it for you now. Starting at one guard position will be Andy Ott, a junior, 5'10" tall. Derek Youngton will go at the other guard position. Derek is a senior, 6'3", and at the weak side forward, Ricky Brooks, a 6'1" senior. Strong side forward, Mike Bergman, a junior at 6'7" tall, and Carl Brack, your big man in the middle. We could call him the monster man, whatever you like. At 6'9", the starting senior center. For the Marshalltown Bobcats under head coach George Funk, coming off a year last year where they went 6-13, but that is highly unusual for Marshalltown. They possess the record of more state championships than any other team in Iowa basketball history. Tom Gazaway will be the starting guard. Gazaway is a senior and about 6 foot tall. The other guard is Mark Hagan, a senior, 6'1". In the forward court, Corey Hunt, a 6'4" senior, and Chris Green, a 6'3" senior. And then Jerry Park, the big junior, 6'8" tall, will be going at the center position. That's the starting lineup for tonight's ball game for Waverly-Shell and the Bobcats of Marshalltown. A fresh Crimson 8 is on the board. Brand new jet black scoreboards here at Waverly-Shell High School Gymnasium. The amber numerals to call out the score here of Waverly-Shell. Young men that I watched play as sophomores, as starting or competing in their final year of high school. It is a pleasure to be the voice of the Waverly-Shell Go Hawks in basketball, just as it was in football for this 1987-88 season. And we hope that our play-by-play will add to your enjoyment on this holiday. 99 KWAY FM in Waverly. Jerry Park steps in, and Carl Brack as well, as the Waverly-Shell Go Hawks will be going left to right and shooting to the basket to our left. Tip is in the air, controlled by Brack, comes to the near side. Youngton saves it, hash mark near side, whips it back into Andy Ott, and Ott will bring it across the timeline. Bounce pass comes to Youngton in the near corner. Mike Bergman back to Ott, top of the key to Ricky Brooks. Around the perimeter quickly, passing to Mike Bergman in the far corner. Looks inside for Carl Brack. 2-3 zone deployed by the Bobcats. Hawks taking their time, perimeter passing at about 20-foot range. Near corner for Andy Ott, back out to Ricky Brooks, looks at it, free throw line extended, left-hand side, he got it. First basket of the night belongs to Ricky Brooks, and Waverly-Shell takes a 2-0 lead with 7:33 in the first period. Bobcats now back on the attack. Near corner, ball is controlled by Chris Green, loses it though. Savings by Mark Hagan, stops at the baseline right, puts up a popper that is no good, pushing foul inside. 22 are in the first period. Inbounds pass coming from Tom Gazaway. Clears it in on the far side to Hagan. To Hunt, back to Hagan in the corner. Stop check there by Mike Bergman. Brings it back out top of the key to set up the offense. High posting right away is Jerry Park, the big 6'8" man. Pass goes to wing position, right-hand side, intended for Chris Green. It's knocked away from him, goes out of bounds. Defensive play, excellent play by Derek Youngton of WSR. Green will inbounds, gets it to the playmaker, Gazaway at the point. Comes to Green at the wing position. Hawks looking in a 2-3 zone also. Perimeter passing, top of the key, Gazaway. Bounce pass left wing position for Hagan. Goes to the high post man Park. He'll flip it back to Gazaway. Bring it in the near wing position to Green. Way cross-court pass into the far corner, controlled by Hagan. Back to Gazaway, top of the key, into Hagan. Ball knocked loose by Mike Bergman. Controlled by Park, the big man who's fouled from behind. Cats forward court, far side at the hash mark. Bounce pass, two-handed chest, comes into Hagan. He'll dribble down to the top of the bubble. Pass goes into Park, looks underneath for a backdoor man. Nothing there. Hawks collapse on it. White and gold flashes with the basketball. It comes down and finally cleared to Andy Ott. Near side, Youngton looks in for the big man Carl Brack, posting up high. Instead takes it around the perimeter to the far corner to Mike Bergman. Bergman back to Ott. Youngton top of the key. Around the horn they go to Ricky Brooks in the near corner. Looks for Bergman, posted down low. Brack up high also. Can't get it to him. So Youngton takes it with a bounce pass in the right wing position to Ott. Back around near corner. Here's Mike Bergman. Puts it up from 17 feet. Rattles, but yet goes in. Mike Bergman makes it a 4-0 lead for Waverly-Shell. 6:08 in the first period. First 2 points for Michael. Back on the attack. Hawks once again fall back defensively in a 2-3 zone. Green in the corner, right-hand side, dribbles into the lane, hands off to Gazaway, takes it back to the right corner. Looks from 20 feet range, checks, can't fire, instead goes back to Hagan, who'll take it to the top of the key. Far corner, Corey Hunt handles the ball, goes down low for Park on the left baseline, puts his shot up, it's no good. Foul on the rebound called against Chris Green. Either backing in or an elbow against Chris Green of the Bobcats. Well, I guess they'll say he slapped on the arm of Mike Bergman. But the foul goes against Marshalltown. First team foul on them and first on the individual player, Green. Hawks back on the attack, 5:41 in the first. Waverly-Shell leads 4-0. Ricky Brooks, right wing position, brings it out front to Andy Ott. Hawks don't seem to be rattled by much. Brooks looks down to the right in the corner, but Bergman's already come around to the near side. Here's Michael from 18. You got it, you got it. 4 points for Mike Bergman. It's a 6-0 lead. WSR, 5:22. We're in the first period. Marshalltown, the opponent tonight. They lost to Ames by 5 points in the roundhouse last night. Bounce pass goes left corner. Here's Green answering from 18 feet. He was standing right on the line, and Green will score the first 2 points for the Bobcats. It's 6-2 WSR. Man-to-man press. Youngton is trapped. Near side at the timeline. Rifles a pass quickly to Andy Ott. Wing position left and back now on the attack WSR. Here's Ricky Brooks into Mike Bergman. Turnaround spin, right side of the lane. Shots up, no good. Rattles in and out. Brought down by Park of the Bobcats. Gets the outlet pass to Gazaway. He'll bring it across to double bubble. Looks over to George Funk, the coach. Gets the play. Now comes down low for Park. Shot is up. Partially blocked by Brack. Rebound Gazaway of the Bobcats. Gets to Green in the left corner. Back to Gazaway. Standing wing position left. Round the horn they come to Hagan. Takes his dribbles, top of the key. Goes to Park at the high post. Hands off Hagan. Stops from 18. Shots up, no good. Derek Youngton comes in and pulls down the rebound. One dribble, fires down the floor. Andy Ott in the forward court for Waverly-Shell. Right wing, Andy Ott, the junior guard, brings it back to the point, calls a play. Hawks lining up, double low post. Feed goes into Mike Bergman again. Turnaround jumper from 12 is going to be short. It was partially blocked by Jerry Park, but Park also got a foul on the play. We will look to see if it is a foul in the act of shooting. Yes, it will be a 2-shot foul. Mike Bergman on the free throw line for Waverly-Shell. Hawks have gone inside not that much. Just started to in the last couple of trips down the floor. Carl Brack really hasn't handled the ball on offense much at all yet. They've been going mostly to Michael. Bergman on the line. First shot is up, and it's there. That's 5 for Mike Bergman and a 7-2 lead for Waverly-Shell. 4:14. We're in the first. Second one by Michael. Nothing but net. So the junior carries most of the scoring load. One basket for Rick Brooks also. Park down low for the Bobcats to turn and answer. 8-foot right side. Bingo. He got it. Jerry Park, first 2. Baseline jumper makes it 8-4. WSR. 4 minutes remain. Here's a pass tipped away, stolen by the David Beach, the Bobcats reserve guard that's in the ball game. And the Bobcats have it back. Goes out front to Gazaway from 15. The shot rims in and out. No good. Carl Brack gets the rebound. Hawks back on the offensive. Looking to see, we're going to see another come off Waverly-Shell bench here shortly, I believe. Possibly Collins. We'll check that for you momentarily. Mike Bergman with the ball down low. Goes to Brooks in trouble. Free throw line extended right. Round the horn to Youngton in the corner. Banks it off. No good. Youngton follows his own shot, though, and rebounds as it came spinning out of the cylinder. Hawks still in possession of the ball and a 4-point lead with 3:21 remaining in the first period. Brooks, far side, goes to Brack. Dotted line. Spin in the paint. Puts it in the hole. Look for the middle for the big man. Finally found him when we needed him. And it's 2 more on the board. 10-4, Waverly-Shell. Very shortly, we'll see Troy Collins come in for WSR. Here's Park in the middle of the lane, firing for the Bobcats. He's fouled by first one on Carl Brack. So Troy Collins comes in, and Andy Ott will check out of the ball game. Sits down next to Bud. On the line will be Jerry Park of Marshalltown. At 19 in that game against Ames last night. Rattles through. That one's good. 2-shot foul anyway for Park. 10-5, Waverly-Shell. Second shot is good also. Makes it a 10-6 Go Hawk lead with 3:02 showing. I think we really do have 2 pretty evenly balanced ball clubs here. Collins breaks the press. Comes to Youngton. Near side. Brooks down in the corner. Fires back out front to Collins. Takes his time. Youngton on the left wing position. Down low for Ricky Brooks. Looking in. He's got the Twin Towers to pick from. Instead, both covered. He brings it back out top of the key. Round the perimeter it goes to Youngton right side. Back to Brooks. Stops in the lane. Looks like he wants to shoot from free throw range. Instead, goes off right side. Youngton over the top in for Carl Brack. Brack loses control. Flips it back out though. Controlled by Ricky Brooks. Near side Collins. Round the horn it goes. Hawks still have it. Mike Bergman, 18-foot range. Rims in and out. No good. Park has the rebounding advantage. The position on Brack and scoops it down for the Bobcats. Gazaway hustling. They try to fast break. Hawks drop back in the 2-3 zone and control. Out in front, David Beach handling the basketball. Almost loses the handle on it. Goes to Gazaway. Around the perimeter, they go to Hunt. Inside, intended for the big man. Stolen away, though, by Derek Youngtum of Waverly-Shell. 10-6, go Hawks, and Waverly-Shell got the ball back with 2 minutes remaining in the first. Collins, far wing position, out in front for Youngtum. Rattles it in from 15 feet. Well, let's give him a little more on that. 18-foot jumper for Troy Collins, or rather for Youngtum. Derek Youngtum with his first two, and it's 12-6. Waverly-Shell with 1:45 of the first. Here, left side, Gazaway from 18, shot no. Fight for the rebound among the big boys, and finally the loose ball is grabbed by Carl Brack of Waverly-Shell. That time, Green and Park of Marshalltown were fighting for it. With 1.5 minutes remaining in the first and a 6-point lead for the Go-Hawks, Waverly-Shell brings the ball down on offense. Rick Brooks cross court to Collins, feeds down low, Youngtum baseline, 15-footer, nothing but net. Nice feed. Collins was looking one direction, straight ahead, shoved it off to his right without even glancing. Youngtum was there and instantly put it in the air. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Partially touched by Carl Brack as Park goes up. Rebound comes down to Michael. He'll clear it to Troy Collins, and a minute left. The Hawks are up by 8 in the first period. Back on the attack, Waverly-Shell. Rick Brooks looks like he wants to shoot from the free throw line. But we've got a foul away from the ball called against Park of the Bobcats, and wholesale changes coming in now. In for WSR, but we got some new faces for the Bobcats as well. Also is Dave Bridges, and as soon as Bridges can get the inbounds pass, Park will be assessed for third or second. I've got 3 on him. Up on the board, they're flashing 2. I believe the PA announcer said common foul. It'll be controlled by Waverly-Shell with a minute left. The inbounds pass comes to Bergman, goes right side to Collins. Bridges top of the key. Collins around the horn. Far corner, feed goes into Michael. Turnaround from 12. Nothing but net once again for Mike Bergman. He's got 8 points, and it's a 16-6 Go-Hawk lead with 43 seconds remaining in the first. Bobcats playing some of their reserves now. Near side controlling the basketball is Scott Evans. Hands off to reserve guard David Beach. He'll drive the lane and score for the Bobcats. 16-8, Waverly-Shell with 30 seconds. Man-to-man nuisance press, tries to trap at the timeline. Collins takes the pass, though, on the near side from Bridges, and we're back in business with 20 seconds and the clock descending. Goes to Bridges, baseline right, bounce pass to Collins on the wing. Looks in for Joel Nelson, instead brings it in top of the key. Collins stops, turns around, fires back Bridges' wing position. Down low to Michael in the right-hand corner, working against 2 men, comes in, keeps the ball in his hand, goes for the basket, forces a shot up from the dotted line, drops, no good. Foul pushing inside on the rebound against Joel Nelson. First one on Joel Nelson. Should be common foul. And as the horn sounds, the Waverly-Shell Go-Hawks see the Bobcats put up a desperation shot, but WSR has controlled the first period of play. It is a 16-8 Waverly-Shell lead, and we'll be right back with continuing coverage of the Go-Hawks in their season opener. Dean Knight. So we've got a complete changeover with the exception of Kyle Brack from what started the ball game, and it's 16-8 Go-Hawks. Handling the basketball for the Bobcats, Mark Hagan brings it down baseline right side, check there. Has to bring it out to the top of the key around the perimeter. Scott Evans goes to David Beach, another reserve guard. Top of the key, looking at it is Hagan, puts a shot up that's no good. Ball spins off the fingertips of Corey Hunt. It's brought down by Carl Brack. Outlet pass Collins, dribbling down on the right side, loses control. Ball is swatted away from him, goes out of bounds, last touch by the blue and the red. WSR will control the basketball. Inbounds pass right side of the paint, in for Brack. Fall away jumper is going to be short, no good. Mark Hauser rebounds for the Bobcats. Long downward pass for Hagan on the left baseline. Gives it away to Beach, brings it out top of the key. Dribbling now right to left, down baseline low, fires into the middle, and there's going to be a pushing foul called, I believe, on Dean Knight of Waverly-Shell. The pass was intercepted. The pass into the middle was intercepted by Joel Nelson, but Dean Knight will be called for the personal foul for WSR. Foul on Waverly-Shell. Yes, it is. So the Go-Hawks are going to put a shooter on the line for the Bobcats. Corey Hunt goes to the line for the Bobcats. First shot for Corey is up, and it's good. He's got a bonus shot coming. First point in the ball game for Corey. 16-9 should be our score now. First period, Hawks hit on 64% of their shots. Marshalltown on only 27% from the field. Second shot by Corey Hunt is good also. That gives him 2, and it's 16-10. Blasting out of the hole down low, Troy Collins. Cross-court pass comes to Bridges, tries to return to Collins, almost tipped away from him at the double rings. Collins brings it in, though, now. Pitches off left-hand side, Bridges, down low, Brack, turnaround jumper too hard, no good. Ball is tipped away by Collins, but finally rebounded by Mark Hagan of the Bobcats. Left-hand side, controlling the basketball is Hauser, goes out front Hagan. He'll dribble the perimeter down to the left baseline and put one up. It's no good. We got an elbowing foul inside to be called again against Joel Nelson. And that's the second one on Nelson on the rebound. The man that he fouled that time going to the line is Scott Evans. So Evans will go to the free throw line. Derek Youngtum comes in the ball game. Bridges checks out for Waverly-Shell. Bud is rotating a lot of them in. I think he's had 10 players in the ball game so far. 9 of them that I can see, I guess. Evans' first shot is good. Bobcats are closing the gap. It's a 16-10 ball game now. Waverly-Shell leading with 6 minutes and 52 seconds in the second. Second shot by Evans is no good. Rebound comes down to Troy Collins. Check that, 16-11 now. Turnaround jumper, Kyle Brack, left side of the paint, slightly off the mark. Tip follow-up shot is no good. Second shot by Mark Bergman, though, is in there. Michael got 2 times. One tip shot that didn't drop, a second rebound, and a little kiss in. It's 18-11. Waverly-Shell leading. Mike Bergman with 10 points, 6:28. We're in the second period of play. David Beach controls the basketball. Wing position left-hand side, goes to Hauser. Looks into the middle, gets it to Hagan. He'll bring it out to the wing left side to Evans. Turn and spin around, and right away, there's a timeout shown by Mark Hagan of the Bobcats of Marshalltown. Marshalltown wants a timeout. 18-11 shows on the clock. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. It's 18-11, Waverly-Shell. We're right back. When play resumes, the Bobcats had called the timeout, so it will be Scott Evans inbounding on the far side near the hash mark. He gets it into Gazaway. Hawks stay in a 2-3 zone. Bounce pass goes to high postman Corey Hunt, though. Their big man sitting on the bench right now with 3 fouls. Down low, Evans tries to drive baseline right, and he has been scored for 1. Evans will get a 1-and-1 opportunity and a chance to pull his team to within 5 points. First shot rims in and out, no good. Rebound comes down Corey Hunt. Hunt will drive down to the baseline, lay it up and in. So even though Evans misses, Hunt scores and has his 4th point on the night. 18-13, Waverly-Shell. 5:51 showing. Ricky Brooks, far side, looks in for Kyle Brack. One dribble, brings it back to Andy Ott back in the ball game. Youngtum down low, drives baseline left, puts one up from 6, no good. Mike Bergman comes down with a rebound, reverse layup from underneath the lane. It's no good. Rebound is cleared away by Hagan. Pitches left-hand side, gas away for Marshalltown, stops and pops, 15-foot left side, baseline is good. 18-15, it is now a 3-point ball game. Hawks are leading. Pass by Andy Ott is thrown away right into the hands of Scott Evans. 3-on-1 fast break over to Mark Hauser. Hauser banks it in. And Waverly-Shell Bud Bergman has got to call it 15 seconds. The ball handling of the Hawks at that point allowed this discussing with the Hawks in the huddle. Host of basketball coming up here in the weeks to come on FM 99. On Tuesday night, the New Hartford girls will be at Clarksville. That's an early 6:30 game. Greg Reese will have the play-by-play on that one. And then we will take to the air from Decorah shortly before 8 o'clock for Waverly-Shell at Decorah. We're going to do a lot of doubleheaders this season involving many of the 1A and 2A schools in our area. 18-17, score is to the Waverly-Shell Go Hawks advantage. Down court pass for Mike Bergman. He'll hit it, 15-foot jumper on the near side. 12 points for Michael. Hawks are up now by a little cushion, 20-17 with 4:58 in the second period. Three-pointer, though, to erase it all, and it does. Kaboom! Chris Green, baseline right, hits for 3. And the home run makes it a 20-20 tie. Tied up at 20 with 4 minutes and 43 seconds. And now Derek Youngtum working against the press travels, and the Bobcats will have the ball back in their forward court and an opportunity to take the lead for their first time in the ball game. Gazaway handling the basketball for the Bobcats. Goes to Hagan. He'll dribble down baseline right. Bank one in too hard. No good. Gazaway, one of the shortest players out there, gets the rebound. Pitches off to Green, far side. Now into Hunt. Turnaround jumper is no good. Foul called on Carl Brack. Foul on Carl Brack. That's his second. Check that, it was Park down low, so Park will go to the free throw line. Mike Bergman disagreeing with the official on that one also, but Park's a man that goes to the line, takes his first shot. It's good. Second one is upcoming by Park, and that one's on the way and rattles in and out, no good. Mike Bergman clears the boards for Waverly-Shell Rock. Hawks are trailing by a slim one, 21-20 with 4:20 remaining in the first half. Youngton, far side, goes to Collins. Looks for men coming across the lane. Brack is open, high post, he wants it. Instead, they bring it around the perimeter to Youngton on the near side. Back to Brack, cutting across the lane, right to left, feeds back to Ricky Brooks. Takes a dribble down, free throw line, extended right. To Brack, high post, to Collins, top of the key. Hawks working a little high now. Here's Collins taking the screen set by Brack. It's up, it's no good. Michael comes down with the rebound. Little 8-foot feed, and it's there. A chip shot for Mike Bergman. He got the rebound, had the position, and stretched over the opposition. 22-21, Waverly-Shell Rock. Outside shooting once again, cannonading from the outside. It's Chris Green. 19-footer, he was right on the line. He gets two. 23-22, Marshalltown. Breaking the press. Hawks down low to Rick Brooks. Shot is up, no good. Green fighting for the rebound, and it is Brooks that gets down injured between the double rings on the free throw circle. He's having some trouble getting up. He's all right, but I believe, okay, he's got the wrap on that left leg, and he got decked hard. George Funk was applauding it. Foul on the play under the basket went to Rick Brooks. So the Bobcats will have a man on the free throw line, and they lead 23-22. I think they're going to put Chris Green there. Much more balanced ball club from what we saw last year. Green on the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Second foul on Brooks. Shot is up, back iron, no good. Carl Brack sky hooks it down for Waverly-Shell Rock. Outlet pass, Andy Yacht, Youngton down low. Takes one dribble, looks in for Carl, goes over the top to Brack. Turns and works, puts a shot up too hard, no good. Michael comes down with the rebound. Green knocks into him. Foul on Green. Mike sinks the basket. Green says, who, me? We say, yeah, you. Just blatantly put his chest into Mike Bergman and then says, what do you mean? Sorry, son, you're not an altar boy till you're wearing a white robe. 24-23. I don't care, he hit him. Stat crew giving me the eye. Shot is up by Mike Bergman. It is no good. 24-23. Hawks are up by one with 3:05 showing. We're in the second period of play. Marshalltown with the ball. Hawks staying in a 2-3 zone. Green down low. Pitches out in front for Hauser. A little behind him. He has to hustle to save it up. Goes to Gazaway from 17. Shot is up, no good. Mike Bergman clears it on the rebound. Dribbling under the basket. Being badgered by Hagan. Pitches to the guard, Andy Ott. Ott will bring it across the timeline. Double rings. Goes to Brook, right side. Inside for Mike Bergman. Fights through traffic and powers it in. 26-23, Waverly-Shell Rock. 2:33 showing. High post controlling the basketball is Corey Hunt now. Goes off on the left-hand side. Three-pointer attempted by Hagan. It's no good. Fight for the rebound inside. Hunt tries to come up with it. Youngton swipes it away. Falls down out of bounds, but he pitches the ball away to Ott and keeps it alive for the Hawks. Andy Ott feeds off to Youngton, flying down the right side. Looks in for Carl Brack. Youngton has to bring it out to the top of the key to Rick Brooks. Round the perimeter, Andy Ott from 18. No, off the skim of the back of the cylinder. Rebound return to Corey Hunt of the Bobcats. Outlet pass rapidly. Hagan on the right side. Bounce pass now down low. Turn, spin, fire, shot, rims out by Hauser. Rebound underneath though for Hunt of the Bobcats. Turnaround baseline from 6 and puts it in. Corey Hunt of the Bobcats scores. 26-25, go Hawks. 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. And Andy Ott bringing the ball up, palms it, and turns it over. That's his third backcourt turnover that I can think of. 26-25, go Hawks. But the Hawks will relinquish the basketball, and Mark Hauser will inbounds it. Comes in on the near side to Gazaway. Looks down low, wants to go to Hauser. Bounce pass to Hauser in the corner. Watches his men, counting down the lane. Goes to Scott Evans, top of the key, and Evans will hit it. 15 feet. Scott Evans, 3 points for him. It's 27-26 Bobcats. Here's another bad pass in the guard court for Waverly-Shell Rock, stolen by the Bobcats. Wide open, fast break for David Beach. Layup is there, and it's 29-26, and the Cats are now up by 3. With 1:19 remaining here in the half. Crowd getting vocal. Ott handling the ball. Goes over the top to nobody there but blue shirts. It's intercepted by Corey Hunt. He'll clear it to Tom Gazaway, and the Bobcats have got the ball back with 1 minute remaining and a 3-point lead. 1 minute before we go to halftime. Right side Gazaway goes baseline. Checked there by Bergman. Reverses around, dribbles across the dotted lines out to the point. Now standing free throw line extended left. Tries to pitch in. Tapped away by Joel Nelson. Stolen by Ricky Brooks. Brooks loses the ball to Tom Gazaway. 2-on-1 fast break. Pass right side. Corey Hunt drives, lays it in the hole. Ball handling has got to settle down. 31-26 Bobcats. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Fire inside Nelson. Feed goes from Bergman. Nelson lays it up. It's short. No good. Rebound comes down Bobcats. David Beach controls. Gets it to Gazaway. He'll walk it across the timeline. Fires on the left wing position for Beach. Evans down low in the corner. Back out to Gazaway, wing position, goes right now left, dribbles down baseline left, fires into Hunt. He'll drive it through traffic, shot is short. Hunt falls down, horn sounds, and the period has concluded. It's wrapped up, and we're going to halftime with Waverly-Shell Rock trailing the Marshalltown Bobcats by a score. We'll be right back. That's on Friday the 11th. The Charles City girls come to Waverly-Shell Rock in a couple of weeks. We'll have that play-by-play. Nashua fans, we're going to pick up the Norris Springs Nashua game on the 15th. Also, North Fayette girls play at Sumner. We'll have that contest for you. Janesville girls at Clarksville. We'll have that play-by-play, as well as Waverly-Shell Rock boys and girls throughout the bulk of the month of December. So we hope that you'll be able to maybe jot some of those down mentally at least. A game that your team is playing, say when they're on the road, or even if they are home and you just can't make it for health or convenience reasons, we'll have it for you here on FM 99. Ready to go with the second half of play. Waverly-Shell Rock trailing the Bobcats of Marshalltown 31-26, and the Hawks have the ball to begin the second half. Here's Carl Brack with a turnaround from the dotted line that cuts the lead by 2 points. Carl Brack scores for WSR. 4 points for Carl now, and it's 31-28 Go Hawks. Marshalltown goes inside to the big guy. Brock blocks the shot, and a foul will be called against Carl Brack. Jerry Park tried to turn and spin, and Carl got him for his third foul. And they'll say fouled in the act of shooting. 2-shot fouled, and Park goes to the line. First shot is up, and it's good. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, Park is. 32-28, Marshalltown. 5 for 5 now for the big 6'8" senior center. He's a junior. 33-28 Marshalltown, just underway in the third period. And the Ott continues between the leg dribble, brings the ball across the timeline for WSR, passes it to Youngton on the near wing at the hash mark. 2-3 zone, steady as she goes as far as Marshalltown's defense. Youngton right-hand side over the top for Mike Bergman. He'll turn and spin. A left-handed jumper from 12 feet on the baseline right is good. 20 points for Michael, 33-30. Marshalltown, 7-11. We're in the third. Gazaway handles the ball out front for the Cats. Over the top it goes for Park. Knocked away, rejected by Brack. Recovered, though, by Hagan. Right side Gazaway to Hagan. Park at the high post. Turns around, looks, fires inside. Youngton gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. And they'll say that it will be Waverly-Shell Rock's ball. Last touched inside by a Marshalltown player. I think that Youngton convinced the ref on that one. I think that might have been blue. Inbounds pass Youngton. Full court press being put up by the Bobcats. Inbounds pass is kicked back out by Mark Hagan. Youngton to inbound again. He's got 2 to choose from. He goes to Bridges under the basket. Fires up to Andy Ott. Breaks the press. Down low for Carl Brack. Fakes right. Goes left. Takes to the basket. Moves around Park and banks it in. Carl Brack challenged the 6'8" junior and won. 33-32. We got a 1-point margin. 6:42 showing in the third. Here's Green, baseline left from 17. He's got the touch. Powerful, powerful ball player, and as I understand, was an excellent football player at Marshalltown. 35-32, Bobcats in low for Brack. Turn around again. Shot is no good. Off the rim. Youngton trying to rebound. Whistle inside. Green got him. Foul on the Bobcats. Chris Green with 3 fouls now. We should see, or could see, a substitute coming in. Yes. George Funk is going to send David Beach into the ball game. His point guard Gazaway checks out. Hawks with the ball, left side of the paint. Inbounds pass comes to Bergman, puts a shot up. It's partially deflected. Saved by the Bobcats. Beach with it. Bounce pass right-hand side. Driving layup on the feed for Mark Hagan on the fast break, and it's good. 37-32 Cats. Hawks and the yacht quickly against the press. Comes across timeline. Fires to the left-hand side. Round the horn it goes to Bridges. Looks for Carl Brack up at the high post. Round the horn to Youngton. Puts a shot up that might have been partially tapped. Rebound is loose. Brack gets the loose ball at the top of the key. Goes down low. Bridges left side. Looks it in. No good. Rebound. Youngton puts a follow-up that's stripped out of his hands. Hawk fans screaming for a foul. Rebound comes down to the Bobcats. Hagan pitches off Green right side from 18 feet. Kabang! Park gets his 4th foul. Pushing inside, though. Park gets his 4th foul. Green gets the basket. And Carl Brack was applauding in his face on that one. Those two big guys been shoving against each other all evening. Green and Park both are going to check out, and substitutes coming in. Mark Hauser in the ball game. David Beach. Scott Evans in also in a reserve role for Marshalltown. The Cats lead by 7. Here's Carl Brack, baseline left too hard. Rebound comes down Mike Bergman. He'll put it back in from almost point-blank range. Michael is in the right place. 22 points for him. 39-34. Waverly-Shell Rock down by 5. 5:24 of the third. Beach controls top of the key. Goes to Evans at the dotted line. Takes a step. He runs into traffic. Ball squirted loose. Garbage time. Ball is scooped up by Corey Hunt. Puts one up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Blue on the floor. Hunt comes up with it. Puts a second one up. Brack tries to control. Bergman reaches an arm out. Dribbles it once or twice. Hand in his face. He recovers. Gets it to Ott. Far side, Mike Bergman. Dribbles around traffic. Goes in baseline left. Feeds to Carl Brack. Left side. Fires for Ricky Brooks underneath. Puts a shot up, and Ricky is fouled. Foul on the play against David Beach of the Bobcats. They're going to give Rick 2 on that? Yeah, Rick will go to the line. (39-34) Bobcats. Ricky Brooks on the line, though, for WSR for 2. Back iron, no good. That's only the 4th free throw Waverly-Shell Rock has shot in the ball game. Next one by Brooks is nothing but net, though. 39-35. Expended his dribble. He's in trouble in the backcourt is Hagan. Beach comes up to help him. Scott Evans takes a bounce pass on the left wing. Turnaround spin from 15 feet. Back off the iron and the glass. No good. Hagan rebounds. Tries to shoot it up. Squirts loose. Hagan recovers. Out in front. Here's Beach's shot from 15. No. Waverly-Shell Rock's Mike Bergman is there, but the ball is knocked away from him, and they'll give it to Waverly-Shell Rock. Out of bounds to be tossed in by Derek Youngton, and Beach is called for an away from the ball foul as he threw an elbow into Andy Ott. Marshalltown's playing a pretty rough ball here tonight, friends. 39-35. Marshalltown, 4.5 showing. Bounce pass into Ott. Fires to Youngton, working against Evans on the press. Long pass for Ott. Is it going to be saved by Brack? It is before it goes out of bounds. Ott fires down low for Ricky Brooks in the lane. Out in front to Youngton. Dribbles in from 14. Shot is no good. Whistle foul called on Beach. He knocked Youngton flat on his back. Beach of the Bobcats gets the foul. That's 3 on him. Rough game. Derek Youngton on the free throw line. Hawks are trailing by 4, 39-35. Deep sigh into his crouch. There's the shot. No. Rebound comes off far side by Corey Hunt. Fires in the middle to Beach. He'll bring it up across the timeline. Change of pace dribble. Now looks right-hand side. Fires down into the corner. Handling the ball is Hauser. Stops and pops from 15. He got it. Mark Hauser with 4. It's 41-35, Marshalltown. 4 minutes remaining in the third. Youngton boxed in trouble. Fires a desperado that goes into blue hands. It's stolen by Hunt. Down court pass for Evans, and he is swatted over the shoulder by Rick Brooks. Foul on Brooks. And a timeout is going to be called. I believe it will be assessed to Waverly-Shell. I saw Bud Bergman standing up there and making the big T, so it will go to the Waverly-Shell Go Hawks. I will take timeout as well. Let's have the advantage. We're back in just about 30 seconds on FM 99. By the Bobcats. It's one area that I'm sure will be a point of emphasis in practice for weeks to come. Bobcats will get the ball inbounds in the forward court. Comes to Hauser. He'll dribble in, free throw line extended. Looks like he wants to fire into the middle. Nelson rejects it, though. Ball is tipped loose now by Bridges, recovered by Gazaway. Out on the point. Top of the key, Beach. Bounce pass near side, Hauser. Tapped away from him by the Hawks, but he recovers. Gazaway dribbles in from 15 on the wing position and makes it. Tom Gazaway with 4. It's 43-35. Biggest lead for Marshalltown, up by 8 with 3:30 in the third. Bridges is boxed in the press. Line right, shot is up, it's no good. Rebound comes down to Carl Brack, and he muscles it back and in through the hole. Used the big guy that time. Waverly-Shell 43-37 deficit. We're trailing. Down low with the basketball, Hunt. Goes to Evans in the corner for the Bobcats. Dribbles in from 12, no good. Nelson gets the rebound. It's knocked away. Nelson's knocked down. There's no foul. Bounce pass to Gazaway. Gazaway lays it in the hole. 45-37 Bobcats. Gazaway strips the ball away from the Waverly-Shell guards once again. Bobcats controlling. Down low, ball knocked loose. Diving for it, sliding for it, scooping it up. Bridges knocks the ball away. Come on, blow the whistle. They finally did. Gazaway got the foul. Good Lord, I could have driven to Plainfield before they called a whistle on anything there. Either side. You got players down on the floor. You got to take control of it. 45-37 the score. Hawks are trailing with 2 minutes and 37 seconds. We got a lot of moisture on the near. It hurt. Free throw line goes Dave Bridges. Shot is up and it's good. 45-37. Go Hawks are trailing. 2.5 minutes remain. Bridges on the line again. Takes his time. Shot is there. 45-37. 8-point lead for the Bobcats. Baseline, left side, driving into trouble, slipping and traveling is Mark Hauser. His head was a little faster than his feet that time, and the ball will go to Waverly-Shell. He traveled, slid, fell down on the back of his lap, and shot the ball into the air. Skimmed across the surface of the floor, and Hawks get her back. 90 feet away from pay dirt. And the yacht working against the press. Long cross-court pass for Youngton. Fires into the middle. Feed goes low for Brack. Baseline left. Carl's there and open. Determined look on the big guy's face as he draws Waverly-Shell to within 4. 45-41. And George is in a funk. He's got to call timeout. 2 minutes and 13 seconds show, and the Hawks have cut the deficit in half. And we'll be right back. School basketball on FM 19 remains in the third period. Looks like we've got a new face in the ball game for Marshalltown here in a moment. James Davis, a 6'1" forward. Bobcats will have the ball as play resumes. Gazaway brings it down left side. Let's fly from 15. No good. Evans tries for the rebound. Gets it on the far baseline. Pitches it back out to Gazaway. He'll handle the ball. Takes a pick. Dribbles off right-hand side from 15. Another shot is up. No good. Mike Bergman comes down with the rebound. The ball is ripped away from him, though, and out of bounds. Mark Hagan touched it last for the visiting Bobcats. So Waverly-Shell will get it in. Youngton to inbound. Left side of the paint in the backcourt. Fires in. Controlled by Dean Knight. Up-court pass to Andy Ott into the forward court for Waverly-Shell. Tries to go back for Knight. As soon as he touches it, they're going to say, no, it's not over and back because the ball was tipped away. Youngton brings it into the forward court, and we got a technical foul on the bench for the Bobcats. Technical foul on Marshalltown's George Funk. Apparently there was something on that. I expected an over and back call, but as soon as the ball went into the backcourt, the official said no because a blue player had tapped it away from the Go Hawks. Fans are screaming for another one as Funk came up off the bench and hollered at the officials and gestured some more. Youngton goes to the line for Waverly-Shell Rock, makes the first one. Youngton into his crouch for his second one. That one's good too. We're down to a 2-point ball game, 45-43. And now George Funk wants to talk to the ref again. Charlie Barrett, his assistant, is there also. These are the Marshalltown coaches. Hawks will have the ball in following the infraction. Mike Bergman handles it, top of the key, dribbles down. It's stolen away from him. Scott Evans on the fast break. It's blocked. Evans is slammed into the ground. Michael raises his. Evans on the line, in and out, no good. Second shot upcoming. Evans of the Bobcats made that one. Press comes up instantly. Handling the ball is Troy Collins. Collins moves around traffic on the far side, goes baseline left for Mike Bergman. Bergman out to Youngton. 46-43 Bobcats, 1:20 in the third. High pass inside for Brack. Turnaround baseline left. It's an 8-footer, and Carl Brack has his 12th point. 46-45. Hawks have cut it to a single digit with a minute remaining in the third. Gazaway, bounce pass goes in, ball is knocked loose. We've got a whistle foul called. Troy Collins, a gutty little kid, he's in there with the land of the Giants, but still tapped the ball away. Should be a common foul. That's the fourth one on the Hawks, so there'll be no shot. Gazaway will inbounds. Bounce pass goes to Evans in the corner. Brings it out to the wing position to Hagan. Gazaway puts up an air ball that's rebounded by Dean Knight. And Waverly-Shell Rock, with 1 minute remaining in the third, has an opportunity to go ahead on this possession. But Knight loses control of the ball. Collins bounce passes it behind him. It goes out of bounds, and we cough the ball back towards the Bobcats. Error play, guard play. 46-45. We trail by 1. 44 seconds remain in the third. Right side controlling it is Hagan. To Gazaway, top of the key for the Bobcats. Takes a pick set by Davis. Goes out front to Evans. Stops, pops, no. Rattles in and out. Mike Bergman rebounds. Outlet pass comes near side for Troy Collins, and Collins will work it one-on-one against Gazaway. Loses control of it at the top of the key. Recovers. Comes to the right side to Mike Bergman. Hang on to that. You've only got one ball, gentlemen. This isn't marbles. Left side controlled by Derek Youngton. Looks down low for Michael, calling for help. Michael comes up high post, hands back. Youngton driving layup, left-hand side. Shot is no good. Whistle foul called on Corey Hunt. Hunt of the Bobcats gets the foul. Down on the hardwood goes. Well, I tell you, it's banging. Bodies are flying on both. Two-shot foul. Fouled in the act by Hunt. Youngton coils, fires, makes it. 46-46, we're knotted up. 6 seconds show, so the Hawks tie it at 46 with 6 seconds of the period. And Youngton puts him ahead. For 8. 47-46, the horn sounds, shot is up. It's a 22-footer by Mark Hagan that will be no good. And Waverly-Shell Rock trailed by 5 at the half. It's pretty close to capacity for this ball. Marshalltown brought some folks. It's being carried on Marshalltown radio, so the mean night. I don't blame folks for staying home and listening to it on the radio like you did. 47-46, Go Hawks as we begin the fourth and final period. Green out in front from 18 feet and splits it easily. He's deadly from out there. I've got him for 13 in my scorebook. Dribbling across the timeline, Troy Collins does make it through the press. Pass to Youngton, back to Collins. Ball is tipped loose. Out of bounds, Mark Hagan touched it for the Bobcats. It will be Waverly-Shell Rock's ball right in front of the home bench. 7.5 of the fourth. Hawks are down 48-47, a seesaw. One lead change. We'll keep track of them here in the fourth and see what we've got. Collins bounce past Youngton in the corner, left-hand side, goes in for Carl Brack, turnaround, ball away, Brack falls down, ball goes in the hole. Great effort by Carl Brack, much more determined youngster than a year ago, 49-48. He played great ball then, it's better today. Here's a shot by Gazaway on the far side. We got a whistle away from the ball foul, pushing for position against Mark Hagan of the Bobcats. That's his first, but everybody's on 1-1 at least from now on. See Quint Gokey's folks sitting on the far side. He was the valuable number 6 man for a fine WSR team last year. See a lot of people that stay with the game and the sport here at Waverly-Shell even after their kids have graduated. We got a whistle. We had somebody cross the line. Who did? They're going to say Mike Bergman did on Youngtom's free throw. So it'll be no shot. Hawks hit 47% of their shots to 30% for Marshalltown in this third period. But here's a young man that's 100% in the fourth. Chris Green, once again from the free throw line, hits. 15 points for him. Backcourt foul on the press following the shot. Mark Hagan fouls Troy Collins as Collins was bringing the ball up. 50-49, Bobcats. 7 minutes remain in the ball game. Troy Collins goes on the line. Poised, pumps, makes it. We're knotted up at 50 apiece. Collins, second one, no. Brack in there, can't get to it though, out position by Corey Hunt. Rebound Bobcats, knotted at 50, 6.5, 6:50 remaining. Green near side, looks at it from three-point range, swish! He's on fire, he's on fire. Chris Green rather, three-pointer to make it 53-50 Bobcats. Inbounds pass, Dean Knight makes his dribble, fires back to Youngton, working against the press and Gazaway, clears a timeline, left-hand side, boxed in trouble, comes to Collins, top of the key, over the top for Mike Bergman, turnaround easy, six-footer for Michael, and he makes it. 24 points, Mike Bergman, 53-52 Cats, 6:14 in the fourth. Far corner controlling is Hauser. Out around the perimeter to Gazaway. Looks for Hauser up top. Takes a pick instead. Set by Hunt. Dribbles right-hand side. Top of the key for Hagan. Comes to Green near side. Makes a move. Baseline left. 15-footer off the rim. No good. Who's got it? Youngton snakes up an arm and claims it for WSR. Go Hawks have the ball. They trail by 1. 6 minutes remaining. Youngton working against Gazaway. Pitches left-hand side for Dean Knight. Comes to Michael. Dotted line, shots up, no good. Youngton in there, can't hang on to the ball. Squirts loose, fight for it. Finally, stabbing and controlling the Bobcats. Hauser flips it back, Gazaway. Fast break, left side, Hagan pulls up from 15. He got it. And Chris Green was right there with a hand and a wrist above the rim in case that ball kicked out. 55-52 Bobcats, 5:21 remains. Troy Collins goes down low. Carl Brack turnaround from 8. He made it. 55-54. Bobcats, 5 minutes remain. Right side, baseline right. Stop and pop 15. Shot is too long by Hauser. Mike Bergman rebounds for WSR. Hands off to Collins. He'll take kind of a moving pick set by Michael, although a legal one. Brings it across timeline over the top for Brack again. Turn around. Kisses off the glass in the hole. Carl Brack has hit again for Waverly-Shell, and the Go Hawks have taken a 56-55 lead with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Parks sitting over on the sideline. They got to get their 6'8" man back in. George Funk will expend a timeout in order to do that. Waited for his team to get the ball across the timeline. And now we see a timeout. 56-55 over a tough, scrapping Marshalltown team. Now Jerry Park, the 6'8" center for Marshalltown, will come back in. He has 4 fouls. Carl Brack has 3. Mike Bergman has 2. Rick Brooks has 3 for Waverly-Shell. Those 3 are in for the Go Hawks. Hawks are in the 2-3 zone again. Far side, Mark Hagan with the basketball. Takes his time at the hash mark. Bounce pass into Green in the corner. Brings it back to Hagan at the far wing. Now down low. Moves around the pick, bounce pass in the middle for Park. It's tipped away by Brooks. Loose ball. Evans comes up with it for the Bobcats. Goes down left side for Beach. Out to the top of the key, and they'll set it up again. Hagan comes near side for Beach. And the yacht on him. Left side for Evans. Also, Dave Bridges over there defending. They've got Green open from 18. Shot is up. It's no good. Andy Ott scrapping for the ball. Finally covering up and keeping it will be Hauser. Check that, Hagan. Right corner, Green to Hagan on the wing position, right. Down low, Beach into Green. Turnaround jumper, hits the side of the glass, comes down. They'll say it was partially blocked by Mike Bergman. And they're going to give it to the Bobcats. 56-55, Go Hawks. 3:42 show. Bobcats in their backcourt. Inbounds pass comes to Hagan. He spins around, looks at George Funk. Now backs way out near the circles. Wing position, right-hand side, Mark Hagan. To Green in the corner, back to Hagan at the wing. They're looking into Park, their big man. Bring it around the perimeter, finally going to Park. Dump off Evans near side. Park led him just a little bit. Evans couldn't hang on to the ball. It comes out of bounds. Go Hawks get it back. 3.5 remains. Hawks are up by a slim one. Bounce pass comes in. Andy Ott to dribble and hurry against the press. Comes to Bridges near side. The Hawks do break it. Bounce pass out front to Andy. 2-3 zone employed by the Bobcats. Right side Bridges. Over the top for Michael. Michael is open underneath, and he made it. He was way under the backboard, but leaned that 6'6", 6'7" frame backwards to make the sweet shot. 58-55. Go Hawks. 3 minutes left. Evans bounce passes to Hagan. Wing position, right-hand side for the Bobcats. Down low, Evans looks inside to see if he can get it to Beach. Instead comes to Hagan. Park, the big man, high posting on the far side of the paint. Bounce pass goes in to Evans. Bounces it off his foot, knocks it out of bounds. Referee hesitates for a split second, says send it white. Hawks get it back. We lead by 3, 2:46 remaining. Bridges, double hand chest pass goes to Ricky Brooks. To Andy Ott at the top of the key. Ott to Bergman, high post, free throw line extended right. Top of the key, Bridges. To Rick Brooks, looks inside for Carl. Carl's being at least double teamed. Wide cross-court pass for Bridges. Fakes once, looks at it from 12, puts one up that's no good. And a tie-up jump ball, they'll say, as the ball was tapped out of bounds by 2 rebounders. And now they're consulting for alternate possession. And they'll say it belongs to Waverly-Shell. Gazaway comes in the ball game for the Bobcats. David Beach checks out. Hawks will inbounds. Brooks will do it left side of the paint. Gets it in to Bergman. Right side to Andy Ott. 2:20 and the Hawks lead by 3, 58-55. Bridges out front. Ott takes an 18-footer. He made it! First 2 points of the ball game for Andy Ott, and what a time to get them. 60-55. Go Hawks. 2 minutes remaining. In the corner, it's Evans. Goes to the wing position, Hagan. Now in the corner, Gazaway. Kaboom! Home run! Tom Gazaway got a 3-pointer. It's a 2-point ball game now, 60-58 with 1:51. Bridges plows into Evans. They'll say that Evans blindsided Bridges, though, and Evans will get the foul. 60-58. Junior guard is a 1-on-1 opportunity. Made it. 3 for 3 so far from the free throw line. Only points he has are those 3 free throws. 61-58 Go Hawks with 1:47 remaining. Bridges' second shot. Yes, sirree. 62-58 with 1:43 showing. Bounce pass in the corner. Green brings it out to Gazaway for the Bobcats. Down in the corner, Hagan looks for a home run. Can't get it. Bounces out. Andy Ott recovers for Waverly-Shell with 1.5 minutes remaining and a 4-point Go Hawk lead. Bridges, right side wing position, looking over the top for Michael. Goes to Michael, off the glass, in the hole. Another one scores. 64-58 Go Hawks, and George Funk needs a timeout. 64-58. Funk calls for a timeout for Marshalltown, and Waverly-Shell leads with 1:14 remaining. Girls at Sumner and the Janesville girls at Clarksville. Obviously, we've got some great ball games for you, and one Eastern Bremer County fans should be aware of. The Turkey Valley boys are playing Sumner on Tuesday, the 8th of December, and we will do that game live on FM 99. 64-58, WSR leads. Ball belongs to Marshalltown. Bounce pass attempted on the near side by Hagan. It's kicked by Bridges. So Marshalltown gets the ball back right away. 1 minute and 7 seconds remains. 64-58 go Hawks. Gazaway takes it to the double rings, looking for Park at the high post. Comes down to Scott Evans in the corner. Back to Gazaway. Bounce pass goes into Evans. He's checked by Brack. Pitches out to the corner. Gazaway for a home run three. No good. Ball comes off Mike Bergman and out of bounds. Whoa. Can't get on the big guys. Played a whale of a ball game. He's been the point producer. He and Carl Brack. Brack came on strong. Inbounds pass goes to Park. The big guy will pot it from about 10 feet on the right side of the paint, unchallenged. 64-60 with 40 seconds. Hawks inbounds to Rick Brooks. Cross-court pass Bridges across the timeline, and Bridges is fouled. Right away, Mark Hagan locked arms with 64-60, and the Hawks will send Bridges to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 again. Missed his first one of the night. Dave Bridges missed the free throw. Rebound comes down with 31 seconds. It belongs to the Bobcats. Gazaway, right side Green from 22. Gazaway fakes left, goes right, brings it in 19-foot range around the corner. Evans puts a shot up that Carl Brack rejects right into the stands. Kapow! Evans will inbound, gets the pass back from Hagan. Out front, Gazaway from 20 feet. Bingo, he got it with 14 seconds. It's a 64-63 ball game. 10 seconds, and we got a foul remaining. Foul called on Gazaway. It's going to go down to the final stanzas, and Andy Ott goes to the line for Waverly-Shell Rock. And they're clearing everybody out. I'm going to say it was a deliberate foul. So Andy gets two. First one, he made it. 65-63, WSR. Derek Youngton back in for the Hawks. Bridges will check out. So you're Ott makes it. 66-63, WSR with 9 seconds remaining. We got a whistle and we got a timeout called by Marshalltown. Funk's out there baiting the refs, applauding the officials. Oh, yeah, well, now he's got a fantastic. Carl really showed some tenacity in the second half. I was very, very pleased with his play. Play resumes. The ball will be Waverly-Shell Rock's, pardon me. Bounce pass comes in to Mike Bergman, and Bergman is fouled right away by Green in the backcourt. Will be there. Bud's going to put everybody back. The junior sets, sights, and it bounces off the rim. Green comes down with the rebound. 5 seconds remaining. Here's Gazaway, tries a three-pointer, and we've got overtime. We've got overtime. Gazaway hit a three-pointer with 1 second left on the clock, and we've got a 66-66 tie, and we're 22-foot jumper at the horn by Tom Gazaway of Marshalltown. The Hawks trailed by as much as 8 points. Derek Youngton tied it up 46-46 with 6 seconds remaining in the third. Put the Hawks out in front 47-46. We were tied twice in the fourth period. Hawks were leading 66-63. Mike Bergman missed the front end of a one-on-one. And with almost no time remaining, Gazaway sunk the three-pointer. 66-66. Pass from Ott intended into the middle is stolen away by Hagan. He was looking for Mike Bergman. 2:40 of the overtime. Knotted at 66. Here's Green, 18-foot baseline bingo. Green scores, and Youngton tries to inbounds. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will come back to the Bobcats. And now Bud Bergman wants timeout to talk to his ball club. The Bobcats are leading 68-66. Calls the play under their basket. Bounce pass comes in near side. Green from three-point range. Shot is up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Bridges, no. Brooks claims it for WSR. Clears it off Troy Collins. Quickly across the timeline to Brack. Carl puts up a shot, and he's hammered by Park. The big man will watch the rest of the game on the bench. He just fouled. 15 left in the OT. It's 68-66 Bobcats. Carl Brack just scored his 19th. Bonus shot coming for Carl. And we've got a tie ball game. 2:13 in the OT, 68 locked. Gazaway, right side of the bubble. Collins on him. Takes a pick, goes down low. Right side brings it out front to Evans. Green plays the high post. Ricky Brooks stumbles over Green. He tries for an Academy Award, doesn't get it. Comes back up off the floor. Gazaway with the basketball. Green setting the pick. Now Gazaway comes down low on the left side. Bounce pass into Green, tapped away Collins. Saved though by Corey Hunt of the Bobcats. Pitches out right-hand side, controlled by Hagan. Hagan for Evans. Green instead comes down low to Hunt. Feeds Hagan. Driving layup. No good. Crash of the boards. Collins comes down with the basketball. The Bobcats fall back. We're tied at 68. A minute 30 remains. Go Hawks have the ball. Ricky Brooks with the basketball. Goes out front to Carl Brack. Wants to go in low to Michael. Michael is being double teamed on the 2-3 zone. Round the horn left side for Collins. Looks for Brooks or Brack cutting around the lane. Collins dribbles in once. Goes Youngcom. Right side free throw line extended. Hands off to Michael. To Youngcom. Collins top of the key. Going for Brooks. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. Brooks and Evans both going for the ball on the far side. Ends up almost in Bud Bergman and Jim Denner's lap. A minute 10 remains. We're locked at 68. We're in the overtime. Mike Bergman. Far wing goes to Collins. Collins dribbles in top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass right side to Brooks. To Brack, top of the key. Looks in for Michael. To Brooks. They're trying to go into the big man down low. Left side for Collins. Brooks cuts right to left across the lane. Brack's his trailer man. Instead, they go right side for Michael. Turns to the dotted line. And he made it! 70-68. They set it up well. They kept dragging trailers across, and Michael finally turned and popped. 43 seconds remain. 70-68 Go Hawks. And Collins fouls, trying to steal from Gazaway. He reached around. They will go to the line for the Bobcats. Waverly-Shell Rock. 1-on-1 opportunity for Gazaway with 38 seconds remaining, and Tommy hits the first one. Got a second one coming now. Shot is on the way, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound, Carl Brack. Carl Brack claims it for WSR. Collins, long down-court pass for Youngcom with 30 seconds guarding it and a one-point lead on top of it. Gazaway goes for the steal and fouls Youngcom. Opportunity here, 1-and-1 is his chance. For a split second, the gymnasium falls as silent as Easter morning and then erupts with the sun. Youngcom puts it in. Second shot upcoming for Youngcom now. As the crowd swells, the basket goes in the hole. Youngcom sinks it and is perfect from the free throw line. Hawks are up 72-69. Collins guarding Gazaway. Bounce pass comes near side for Green. Moves around Michael into the lane. Shot is up. He forced it. It bounces down. It's no good. Out of bounds. Go Hawks get the ball back. The Waverly-Shell Rock Go Hawks will get the ball back. Was in the ball game, friend, and we've got a 72-69 Go Hawk lead. Youngcom will inbounds. Collins is boxed in. Gets it to Brooks. It's knocked away by Evans, but Brooks recovers it. Heading up the floor. Gazaway tips it away from him. Now stolen completely by Beach. Fast break driving layup is good by Beach. Inbounds pass comes to Mike Bergman with 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Collins with 2. He's plowed into. 2-shot foul called on Green. The horn sounds. Beach got the last layup for the Bobcats on a driving layup, and then Green came thundering in for the foul. We've got no time on the... Funk and Bud are shaking hands. George and Bud are shaking hands. On the line goes Collins. Yahoo! He got it! Second free throw by Troy Collins is up, and it is there. And the ball game is over. And Waverly-Shell has come from behind more than once to defeat the Marshalltown Bobcats 74-71 in a dramatic, exciting overtime win here at WSR High School Gymnasium. Recap. Get off their jerseys and go. You betcha. There's 6'4" Herbrich-Meyer ready to jump against Kyle Brack in the center jump circle. And we are seconds away. There's the tip, and now